Hi, welcome to A2ZKnowledge.com. So today we are going to discuss what is horizontal scaling and vertical scaling. So horizontal scaling and vertical scaling, before we enter into this, first of all, what is scaling? So scaling is all about scale up, scale down that we used to use in our normal daily day-to-day life. So I have a laptop, I need to scale up. That means I have 2 GB RAM, my laptop is very slow and I have to add 4 GB RAM additionally to my machine. Then you are scaling up. So you are increasing something and you are decreasing something. We used to call it as scale up and scale down. But we have two terminologies, horizontal scaling and vertical scaling. So what is the difference between these two? So when we say vertical scaling, it's all about one mission, one node. So you have a laptop, you need to add 1 TB hard disk additional to it, so you are scaling up. You need to add 2 GB RAM to the machine, you are scaling up. You need to add a graphics card to your machine, you are scaling up. So when you upgrade everything to a one particular single machine, we call it as an horizontal scaling, vertical scaling. So vertical is all about like this. So you have a machine and you need to upgrade it. So we call these as vertical scaling. You have only one node and you have to upgrade. So that is vertical scaling. So what about horizontal scaling? So the line, line is vertical, right? So if I draw a line like this, which is horizontal. So that means, so when we say horizontal scaling, I have a mission and I need to add one more mission with it, and I need to add a third mission, fourth mission, fifth mission. So you are just doing a horizontal scaling. So generally we use horizontal scaling in the distributed environment. Any data processing technologies you go, cloud computing or RDBMS, or in big data we have Hadoop, Spark, any distributed environment you go, all those cluster, that is group of nodes are called the cluster. So all the clusters with respect to data processing is kind of horizontal scaling. So that means you have a node, and whether this particular technology has a capability to extend the nodes. Yes, I can. So that means the particular technology is having horizontal scalability. So in internet books and reference you have read something like this. This particular technology is highly scalable. What does that mean? So they never used to use the word horizontal and vertical. They just used to say this particular technology is highly scalable. That means it's horizontal scalable. Any technology that comes under data distribution, that is a distributed cluster, they are pointing to horizontal scaling. How many nodes you want to add, that many you can add. But there is some limitation in this horizontal scaling in some particular technologies, not in all the technologies. If you take in the traditional distributed environment, we can't able to scale up after some extent. Okay, for example, I can add only 100 node to this computing with the respective configuration. I cannot add one more, 101, 102, which I cannot able to do. Then there is a limitation in horizontal scaling. In some technologies, like the modern technologies in big data, we have Hadoop, Spark, Storm, such technologies are highly scalable. That means you can add any number of nodes, n number of nodes to your cluster. So I have already 5 missions. You need to add additionally, you need to extend 5 more missions. Yeah, you can able to do it. So that is the difference between vertical and horizontal scaling. Vertical is all about one node you are upgrading. Horizontal is all about many nodes, you are just extending the capacity of your cluster. And also people used to say the data also highly scalable. Yeah, if my cluster is highly scalable with respect to the machine, my data also can be distributed to all the machines, highly scalable. So I can able to do it. So any scalability terminology which people use in the distributed environment, it is pointing horizontal only. Most I can say 99% they used to point horizontal scaling, not with respect to the vertical scaling. So this video agenda is just to help you and to make you to understand what is the difference between vertical and horizontal scaling. So thanks for watching A2ZKnowledge.com. If you really like this video, subscribe my channel, forward this to your friends and colleagues. We provide many tech videos in 2 languages, English and Tamil. Thanks for watching.